Hi everyone, today we talk about Walgreens, and we talk about Walgreens because recently they brought out the earnings which caused the stock to go down big time. Once again, probably the second dip it's had now off its 52-week high. And also because I'm a shareholder in Walgreens, I take a big interest in Walgreens and kind of seeing what's going on with the stock. And I think a few people on this channel also have a little bit of interest into Walgreens itself. So we're going to go through Walgreens, we're going to go on about why it crashed. We're going to talk about some of the fundamentals of the company, and then I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do about my position, if I'm going to add more shares into it, and I'm going to sell my position, and talk about it from there. So Walgreens is a stock that I only invested in probably about 3 weeks ago, something like that. And it's always awful when you recently invest into a company and then a couple of days or weeks after being invested into that company, next thing you know, some earnings comes out, some bad news comes out, and then the stock absolutely tanks, and you're freshly invested into that stock, and then you're going, oh crap, how did I make such a bad decision investing into that stock? And you always, it's, as an investor, that sometimes happens, and it's probably like once a year that is going to happen to you at some point. I definitely had it last year. I think I had it twice, once with Facebook, once with Skechers. Them two absolutely tanked after I recently invested into them. And Walgreens has just kind of had the same thing. It caused the stock to go down about 12%, and then it's had a couple of rough days since it reported its earnings. And kind of in the earnings, it was pretty much like what we were expecting, really. It's just, I think it got we knew that they had a problem with the margins going forward. It was kind of like the revenue and EPS side of it that got cut a lot more than what we thought it would, and that really affected the stock overall. So Walgreens stock had a big massive crash. The earnings were missed, margins were crushed. The margins now, we've said for like last year, the margins of Walgreens have been very hard for them to keep pushing up. They have been going down quite a lot. It's a really common theme. A lot of pressure to keep their products down at a price, and that's pushing margins and squeezing them. We've also seen Donald Trump actually put pressure on these sort of health companies, as saying about keeping them prices down. So that's a big thing, and that pressure from Amazon trying to come into the sector as well, that's caused the stock to go down quite a bit. Now, because of all this, because of the earnings, the margins being crushed, we are seeing a 36% discount. So this has all been priced into the stock pretty much now, but it is going down quite a bit, and it could still carry on going down. There's a saying, don't try catch a falling knife, and that's exactly what's going on right now. So it has gone down quite a bit. Interestingly, when I was listening to the CEO when he was doing the earnings call, he actually said that this is something that they should be sorting out by 2020. So we could kind of have this going on probably for another year yet. We'll see what happens overall. But it's something that could continue for a year. Now, because of all that, the PE is down at 10. The EPS is at 7.6%. The sales is at 3% growth. Originally, it was going to be a lot higher, the EPS, but that's now been cut. The dividends yield is still 3.25, which is quite a healthy dividend overall. So the PE is really good. The EPS is still pretty decent. The sales obviously could be better, but at least it's growing and not negative. And the dividend yield is 3.25%, which isn't too bad. So overall, as an investor, me right now, my position is obviously down quite a bit. And you've always got to just remember that why you invested into that stock, is it an opportunity to get what you wanted at a cheaper price. Now, I didn't really have plans to add into this position at all, so now that it's gone down, it does cause a little bit of problem with me of what do I do with this position going forward. But I'm not a panic seller. I do hold on to my positions when they do go down. It's just a question of whether I add into the company. So I'm looking at this stock right now, and I knew this was coming overall. I got into the stock because I love the PE and I love the dividend play on it overall, and that's still there. Obviously, it's going through a little bit of it's going to have a hard year going forward. So I still like this company. For me, like I say, I am not going to sell my shares into Walgreens. The big question is if I'm going to add more. And to be honest with you, I am looking at between Walgreens and Carnival Corporation, which is a company that I added into my portfolio about 2 weeks ago, and I'm kind of stuck in two places now where I'm kind of I really want to kind of add a few more shares into Carnival Corporation because I like their sales and EPS a lot more, and I like Walgreens, but when I look at Carnival overall, it's just massively a better growing company. Walgreens though is at a bigger discount, which is kind of the other argument I have right now. So I'm kind of thinking right now, I'm kind of deciding, do I add more shares in here or Carnival? I'm a little bit split. To be honest with you, I might even add both. The only thing is that I've got earnings season coming around the corner, and if some earnings come out that crush a company that I really like, I might wish that I held on to that money just to put into one of those stocks. So I'm not still in a position at Walgreens at all, and I'm either going to average in now, probably into Walgreens, or maybe add something into Carnival. But I am thinking about it, and like I say, I don't want to try and catch a falling knife, so I'm probably just going to hold off a little bit. But at some point, I may just add into that position in Walgreens slightly over like the next coming weeks. We'll see what happens, but it is one that I'm watching that I might add into my position currently going forward. So guys, that's me talking about Walgreens earnings, talking about what I'm going to do in my position, if I'm going to buy any more shares into Walgreens over like the next few weeks because of what all this news that's come out. I hope it helps you if you're looking for some information into Walgreens and you follow that stock, you have shares in that stock. I hope it did help you. But that's me talking for the video today, and like I say, if I do eventually get into Walgreens and add more positions into Walgreens than what I already have, I will update you on this channel and talk about the price that I got in at and what day it was that I got into it and the price it was. That's the video for today, guys. Talk about Walgreens. I hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a like, subscribe. Thanks for all the support recently. It's been absolutely amazing on this channel. So thank you for that, and I'll see you in the next video.